American town Riverton is shown as the movie starts. It was the year of 1994. There was a very brutal serial killer who used to victimize people mercilessly. He was called Ripper by the people. He had killed a number of people till now. Wearing a mask, he used to end the people with a knife. But he was still not caught and wandering free. This news is also broadcasted and everyone had viewed his knife. There was an inhabitant in that town named Abel. He used to live there with his wife and 5-year-old daughter. His wife is expectant. Then Abel gets the knife in his house basement, which was used by serial killer Ripper. Then we come to know that any other person is not a serial killer, but Abel himself. Disguised Ripper in him was compelling him to do as such. Abel was considered a gentleman and innocent in actual life. But his second part of personality as a Ripper was opposite. He was cruel-natured, so never took pity on anyone. Doing it trickily, he used to remove his all proof of murdering. Even he was unaware of his committed actions. He was not able to bring into mind which was acted by Ripper personality. His memory was erased. He suspects on his brain as he is suffering from mental disorder. He feels regret for his actions. One night, he cannot sleep. Calling his psychiatrist, he informs him that he has found the Ripper's knife in his house basement. He says, "I am unable to get the point, what is going on?" Everything, however, was futile because it was too late. His brutality had made his own wife a victim. His dual personality of Ripper had cut the throat of his wife, putting her into death. The police officers arrive there when he tries to kill his own daughter. Firing his gun on Abel, police officer leaves him injured. He is survived. In spite of his wounded condition, he finishes his psychiatrist. And he seriously injures a police officer. They are taking him into hospital after this incident. But an accident is unluckily occurred on the way and Ripper disappears in it. They find him nowhere after a great search. 16 years late, these wild incidents are still in the mind of people. And the people used to remember the death day of Ripper going to church. The town kids used to celebrate that day as they are performing some ritual. There was a group of kids who had thought that Ripper was dead in that accident. But his soul is still alive in this town. And Satan allows this wandering throughout the year on a day that he can take revenge from those who became the cause of his capturing. And those kids had theorized thinking this story. They thought that the newborn babies at the night of Ripper's death have the ability to defeat Ripper's soul. And a kid will defeat the soul of Ripper, sending him back into the stream as it comes out that night. At the night time of that incident, 7 babies were born who are the main characters of the story. One of the kids was Adam with the nickname Bug among 7 kids, and the other his friend was Alex. A boy is blind among them named Jerome. Brendan, a rude boy, was leading their group. And finally Leah, who was the leader of this group, controlling the actions of everyone. All these kids were born that night except Leah. And every year, these kids used to decide that a specific kid will be there to face the Ripper's soul. But there was not any soul that could come from the stream. They used to perform rituals on the Ripper puppet, and the elected kid throws that puppet into the stream. They were damn sure about these things. And they have to perform rituals at the same night. It was the turn of Bug, who was innocent, but also coward. He is afraid of seeing the Ripper's puppet, which is brought before him, and unable to throw the puppet into the stream. All kids leave that place as police officers arrive there. Bug is infuriated, thinking as he has embarrassed his friends, showing cowardice. And he failed to face the soul of Ripper. Because they were sure that in case of not throwing puppet into the stream, he will come again to town and starts killing the people. And the strangest thing was this: one of their friends were ended at the breath. After that, his dead body was thrown into the stream. But police officers know about this murder after a long time. Now the question is emerged in the minds that is it reality that Ripper's soul has returned back and killing people? And according to some people, he was not dead but escaped and taking medicine from ambulance. He enabled him to kill others. And he is residing at the bank of stream for a long time. and he turns that night into a bloody one. And the people used to think Ripper's soul is doing all possessing human beings. Further, Brandon punishes Bug for not completing his ritual. He used to do the same because of his ill nature. And the religious girl scares Brandon on that day, saying him to go to hell for your bad deeds. Because he was involved in bad activities before a time ago. Seducing his principal's daughter, he has made him expectant. It was a secret. Knowing it, the principal could kill him. Bug and Alex used to hate Brandon because of his indecent attitude. Then they are assigned a class project, which is basically a bird named California Condon. Bug makes a very nice costume for it, representing themselves in the best way in the classroom. They horrify the whole class, especially Brandon, whom they hated much. They also take revenge him. They use on Brandon the glow stick. After that, Bug sees his friend in the looking glass, who was killed at Bridge. And on the same day, police officers get his dead body at the bank of the river. Bug was gradually feeling a change in himself as he acted in the presentation. Suddenly, his behavior was changed. Sitting outside alone, he talks using the different accents. It was clear that there is something wrong in him. Calling Bug's mother after class matter, Head confirms about the Bug's mental condition stability. Bug's mother says that Bug is normal without any mental disorder. However, this was not the case, and a significant secret was revealed as a result. Because when Abel Ripper had killed his expectant wife, the baby came into the world exactly after that. That kid was not another but Bug. It means that Bug was the offspring of serial killer. And her aunt was her foster mother. And it was a great secret, even Bug himself does not know about it. And Leah is actually the daughter of Ripper and a survivor in that accident when she was 5 years old. It is obvious that this mental disorder may be inherited. There is again a murder in that town at the same night. Nelope is killed violently while murderer becomes a mystery. Then Brandon and Brittany are shown passing through the forest. And Brandon tries to seduce Brittany there, but she escapes. Pursuing her, he finds the dead body of Nelope at a distance. At the exact time, he receives a call. Actually, this murder is committed by Brandon. Police inform him about the arrest warrant. Hearing it, he is afraid and tries to escape, but is killed by that murderer. The same happening occurs with Brittany after that. It is shown that Bug himself is burying in the forest something after digging. Returning to house, his clothes and shoes are filthy. His mother asks him about it. Because his mother had also started doubting him. But he replies, he has come back after burying the bird costume there. Police officers also get their dead bodies. News spreads in all over the town about the arrival of Ripper. And he is also responsible for everything. Bug's mother decides to take his kids to church. Going into the lavatory, Bug again sees the dead body of his friend in the looking glass. And he also finds the Ripper's blood-stained knife there. Taking knife, he comes outside. But he discovers that someone has ended his mother. Having a knife in his hand, he was confused either he himself is the killer or another one. Because he is unable to recall anything. A police officer takes Bug as a murderer reaching there. Because Bug also had dual personality disorder. And that police officer was aware about it. Suddenly, a person wearing Ripper's costume comes and tries to finish the police officer. Afterward, he attacks on Bug. But hearing a sound, he leaves to upstairs. Following him, Bugs gets no one but the dead body of his blind friend Jerome. Meanwhile, Alex also reaches there. All secrets are revealed here as being innocent. Bug has not murdered anyone. Even his father was also not an evil person, but innocent like Bug. Actually, these all happenings were due to the insertion of another soul in their body. And the inserted soul was cruel, which had made Abel his pawn for such doings. And it comes back 16 years later, but in Alex, who killed his own father, Bug's mother and his 4 friends. And all murders were on the exact time in the absence of Alex. Seeing the souls of all his friends, it was evident in Bug that all these souls had penetrated Bug. So talking style of Bug in a different accent was the sign of it. He used to talk in female sound. And in the ending scene, Alex tries to end Bug. But Bug has to kill his bosom friend Alex, who is out of consciousness now. And that filthy soul leaves his body, which was becoming the cause of all murders. Alex's life was disturbed because of his father's cruelty with strict behavior. So he killed him due to this cause. And the movie also completes here.